And we are back. Thank you guys for the love and the support. I've been working and editing these videos for the most part while the dev stream was actually going on for Hawkeye Showcase. So thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world and you're here. I greatly appreciate that. Hit the notification button. Let's go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 200 subscribers. Remember, the goal now is from 0 to 1,000. And let's get into today's video. So they did the Hawkeye Showcase and I split it up into a few pieces. You have the skills that are out there. You can go see those videos and start creating some awesome builds. You also have a video that shows some of the moves that were done in a more simplistic way in the harm room, so you've got that to look at. But what we're going to look at right now and even conversate is the Future Imperfect storyline, and basically seeing Hawkeye in action in battle with some actual NPCs, and kind of talk about that. Now this is where I need you guys help in the comments. Some of you guys are awesome when it comes to comic books and knowing comic history, and so I might say certain things in the comics. Let me know and point me in the right direction as we start running around this map. Now immediately we get a chance to see it. It does look really good. I can see the comparison, because I did see some people say, well, the comparison looks like it's just a different filter of Utah. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, when I'm playing the missions, I'm not really focused on the landscape of it, but it does seem like, hey, look, this is what the area was. It's a wasteland, and you've had some crazy nuclear like situations that have put it in ruins, but you're watching his transversal, him kind of going through, and I thought what they said in the dev stream was respectful, and just allowed you to kind of peek behind the curtain, where they said, hey, look, originally we're going to make Hawkeye and Kate a clone of each other, and then we realized that that's wrong. That's it's kind of like disrespectful to the name that is Hawkeye and Kate respectively. So they worked really hard to make the moves separate from each one. So again, this opens up the conversation, because the person talking through the video, and okay, look, I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this. There is a event on the 18th from Square Enix. I've already told you how I felt about that event. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. You know, look to the sky, watch for the sky. Their job is to hype it up for shareholders and things of that nature, for new people to play the game as they continue to grow their player base. They have a job to do. As far as what can they show, we talked about what could it be. I don't think it's going to be anything big. It could be the Black Panther trailer that we were going to see before the passing of Chadwick, rest in peace, or it could be a glimpse into characters. The mobile game by Netmarble, Future Fight, does this well. You see that Creed head up there, I believe it's Creed, or Kree. Does it, in my opinion, well. What they do is whenever a new character shows, they show you a teaser of that new character, and what I mean by that is like a picture. Like the most recent one is Daredevil, so it's just a coffee table and there's Daredevil's glasses just sitting there. Another one was a puffy jacket with 2 shades of blue on it, and you can only see the shoulder part of the jacket, and then you knew that that was, give or take your, you know, how you felt about comics, you knew that that was Blue Marvel. So I think if they did something like that, like silhouettes of characters, I think that will create hype without giving away the story. So that's something they can do. Again, you're watching these moves that he's doing in the broadsword style, kind of making me think Zorro in a way. Obviously there's no 3-sword technique here. They did talk about the bots getting a different look. They worked hard to try to make the bots look different. They are the same bots, but they tried to dress them up, and in some ways they did dress them up differently, because they understand the concerns that people don't want to play the same bots. So they are working on future enemies, and I think what they're really saying is it goes along with the storyline, as far as these are the enemies we're dealing with right now. AIM is what we're dealing with right now, but it will not always be AIM. So this is where you guys can help me with the comics, is let me know the references. Now, Roy, I believe, is the only real survivor for this post-apocalyptic world. So with that being said, does that mean Ultron is the next bad guy? Right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, because my understanding was, spoiler alert if you haven't beat the first game, the first campaign, that Miss Marvel helps with the Avengers on the battle, and that sends a beacon to another race in space called the Kree or something. And that's the giant thing that she kind of fights. It kind of looks like a Sentinel from X-Men. She fights that, and their signal, they know it, so that opens up the conversation of space. And then I was under the impression that they were going to come back to do an invasion, and when they come back to do an invasion, we're going to need a galactic hero. And to do that, we're not talking about Guardian of the Galaxy, that game's coming out later. Same thing maybe with the Thor game, and I don't know if they tie together. And the last I heard about the Guardian of the Galaxy game, it was supposed to be multiplayer, and because of how this kind of was perceived, I think the rumor was they've changed their plan from multiplayer, or from connecting these two universes together, similar to I think it was Miles for Spider-Man. There was a reference that was supposed to connect these games together, just kind of like a nod, and that was taken away before the launch. But I was under the impression that that's where you would get Captain Marvel. And I was always under the impression that Captain Marvel would be perfect for the end of the year, as a, hey, the year is ending, we're relaunching, Gear 2.0 is out, all of the characters in which that were rumored during the beta are out, and we can start season 2, and season 2 is the frontier of space, with space missions and a bunch of other stuff that we're looking at. And it looks also, they changed the nameplate so that you can see the nameplate instead of it being hidden by a bunch of other stuff. So I think that's what they did. A few little UI changes I've seen so far, which are good. But is that what's happening, that Roy becomes Ultron, and then Ultron picks up the pieces for the robots that we've smashed over the years? So that's his army, and so instead of us dealing with AIM, we're going to be dealing with Ultron. I don't know. And in the same sense, does that mean that's the next battle, or is Look to the Sky, hey, before that Ultron storyline starts, we still have to deal with Kree? Again, if I'm saying it correctly, we still have to deal with them first, which would jump Captain Marvel ahead of where I thought, which was towards the end of the line, respectfully, to the front of the line before Spider-Man, which I think Spider-Man is going to be its own special story. And I would think, other than maybe them giving a tease of what we already know on the 18th for that press conference, I feel like Sony would only show that for a sizzle. Now, 8Ms did say that inside the files, there is a thing that swirls around. There's a file that swirls around Ultron in the files, and it might not be Ultron, it might be Roy or something else. But the part that I do remember was the file has something to do, or it's titled Pym's Confession, and Pym is what, the guy from Pym Particles from the ant farm. So Pym's confession could mean what? I mean, he's done something horribly wrong. Did he activate Ultron? Because again, I'm a casual comic fan. I'm a casual almost anything for the most part. So that's why I need your guys' help to put in the comments and say, hey, listen, no, what happens is this, because I'm thinking about the movie, and I'm like, wasn't it Iron Man in the movie that activated Ultron? I don't know. And then where does Black Panther fit in all this? Where does Wakanda fit in all this? Interesting. I don't know. So I mean, we could be looking at, I mean, I would like, again, the press conference on the 18th from Square Enix to just show, we're giving you cloning labs, we're giving you some new features on multiplayer, and we're giving you Super Adaptoid, and the community would lose their you're telling me you're getting a new mission, new missions, new contents, villain sectors, you're giving them more gear, and then you're giving them those elements? Yeah, they're going to be on cloud 9, and you sprinkle in a partial glimpse at a roadmap, and everybody's hugging everybody for the most part. Again, we have no idea what's going to be on there, but I'm the kind of guy to be like, hey, listen, I've seen other developing companies, and this is the first time they put something like this together. I've seen other companies get everybody together in a room And the only people who are amazed by the information is the people who don't normally play those games, or not normally in that community. So yeah, so I don't know. Does that mean that this Hawkeye storyline opens up Roy, which opens up Ultron, and the Kree is involved, and Captain Marvel's involved? I mean, I would like look to the sky or watch to the sky, meaning, hey, look, guys, we're gonna open up the ceiling. You know that invisible ceiling the flying characters keep bumping into? We open that up, and we had to because we got Falcon showing up, or we got War Machine, which I believe is on the back burner right now, showing up, and so we need to do that because now instead of hovering enemies, they're flying. So your team is dealing with flying and trying to help you on the ground while they're trying to survive and fight and do the good fight up there. So that would be interesting, but not likely. There was a person who said, a few people who said they would love to see NPCs running around places like either the pier or parts of Utah, places where it looks like people should live, and just have NPCs for that atmosphere. So other than that, whatever's not on patch 1.5, what is it that you're looking forward to? For me, it's Gear 2.0. I honestly believe if Gear 2.0 is addressed the way that I think it should be. I don't know numbers. I don't know anything about, you know, RNG stuff. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have played some of the best games, you know, Doom, Division, Diablo, Destiny. I mean, it goes on and on. So you guys might know some stuff. And I'm sure the devs know some stuff too. Shout out to the devs. Love for the devs. They killed the stream. Each stream was perfect. They're on a roll right now. Call them butter. They're on a mother loving roll. But to me, I feel like if Gear or Loot 2.0 is hit out of the park, then players' times will be valued. So it means if you run a gauntlet or something like that, you will get your items. It's not going to drop you. You will be able to save your progress. You can play some of these missions with friends. You can understand farming different. You don't need an... I just think that's the biggest thing. Form follows function. And as of right now, the grind for the loot isn't as rewarding as it can be. I don't know what the PIM particle thing or the PIM confessions, I just can't get it out of my head it would be something like, if I gotta tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Made Ultron, now the world's about to fall. I'm so gone, I don't know what to do. Gonna give you part 3 of Pim's confessions. Insane. I don't know. Maybe I get Roy to feature on the track and he just starts freestyling or something. I don't know. But if you follow me on Twitch, I do that constantly while I'm streaming. It is what it is. You could have been anywhere in the world. Appreciate you telling the squirrels. Until next time, kalika-lika-lao. Okay, wait. It's like a Marvel movie or like that last episode of WandaVision. Not gonna spoil anything, but there is 2 end credits. Unknowingly, here's your second end credit. Okay, so I gave you a song, now I'm gonna give you something else. I completely forgot. Every video I listen to, I rewatch. Same thing with my stream. So if you're gonna watch it, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna put out something I won't watch myself, even though I'm learning and getting better. But I completely forgot Ronan, right? If I'm saying his name right. When that pod at the end of the Marvel fight, Miss Marvel fight, when that shoots out, I believe, isn't the storyline something like it lets, I guess, people that are involved with him, I know he's a rebel to the cause over there, but he comes over and he brings enemies. So maybe he's the bad guy. Maybe it's him and it's Ultron in there in the mix. Again, you guys in the comments, you guys who are super and awesome and understand way more than I can ever put together when it comes to comics, DC or Marvel, anything in between. But would that be something? Because I know he was in Captain America, and there was some footage that wasn't used of his origin story and some other scenes that weren't done because he was supposed to have a bigger role. And I don't know if he's going to be the conversational piece in Captain America 2, because I know that is Miss Marvel, and then you'll have Miss America Chavez or something like that supposed to be in that one as well. I'm just wondering. I don't know if Rohan makes an appearance in that later on. I know he was also in the dance off, the first stone situation, I guess, with Guardian of the Galaxy. And it's just interesting because that game is in development with Square. So is this a tie-in to it? Maybe it isn't. I don't know, but I'm like, man, completely forgot to say that. So that's what I said. And now you can have an awesome day. Kalika allow.